most cities in the world have high-rise commercial and residential buildings, current fire equipments can only reach about 60 feet or fifth floor. Smoke generated by fire has long been recognized as a potential threat to life. A fatality as a result of fire is often due to the effect of smoke rather than the effect of heat. No building is free from the threat of fire. The Tower Rescue Emergency Module or TREM is specifically designed to address this potentially life-threatening condition. TREM is a self-propelled life-saving shuttle that can be installed on the outside of a building, and is capable of rapidly climbing to floor that cannot be reached by typical fire ladders truck, and transporting people safely back to the ground. Each rescue shuttle TREM can evacuate up to 6 adults or 4 people on stretchers. And multiple TREM systems may be installed on each side of the building. This patent-pending rescue shuttle was invented by Julien Tremblay of Quebec, Canada. Mr. Tremblay has been married since 1974 to Lucy Gagnon, and they have 3 children and 3 grandchildren. With background in architecture, engineering and general contracting, Mr. Tremblay was motivated to design the rescue shuttle prototype in response to the deadly fires and terrorist attacks to any kind of buildings. A key to effective rescue is planning ahead. The vertical rails on which the shuttle cab moves are first permanently installed on the sides of a high-rise building. TREM easily attaches to installed vertirail or vertical monorail in less than 10 seconds, where it can ascend to upper floors unreachable by conventional fire equipment and shuttle people safely to the ground. Can climb more than 5,000 feet. Multiple TREM shuttles can also be installed at strategic points of access around a building for rapid deployment and evacuation. The vertirail provide a stable infrastructure for each shuttle cab to support up to 1,000 pounds or 6 adults at one time. TREM can also be used as a utility shuttle in commercial office buildings, hospitals, hotels, and elderly housing. It also can be used for accessing structures such as electrical or communication towers and wind turbines. Smoke generated by fire has long been recognized as a potential threat to life. In the event of fire, it is customary to evacuate buildings in order to minimize life loss, and occupants of low buildings can be evacuated in a relatively short time. The time for total evacuation by stair shafts, as currently provided, however, increases with building height and can exceed 1/2 hour for a typical building over 20 stories high. In very tall buildings, many occupants would be physically incapable of negotiating the stair shafts from the upper floors to the ground level, particularly under emergency conditions. Although smoke spread is a factor that must be considered for low buildings, it takes on much more serious significance for high-rise buildings because escape routes may become untenable before the occupants can be evacuated. The two factors are generally related. Dense smoke is usually highly toxic and reduces visibility substantially. Are you in security? No elevator can work in case of disaster. This includes firefighters' elevator. Remember, only life shuttle TREM can save your life. The owners of these buildings have proved that their buildings are safe.